Today's video is all about how to do your gel nail polish at home for beginners. So this will include how to take off the old gel nail polish yourself, how to prep your nails before applying the base coat and the colors, and then how to finish off your entire look to make sure they last for the entire time as long as possible. First step, remove old nail polish. I found these pre-cut aluminum with pads you can soak your acetone with on Amazon, fairly inexpensive, so I make sure I have 5 for each hand, and then I take the CND Awfully Fast acetone and soak the pad inside, and then make sure you just wrap it nice and tight around each fingernail, and then let it soak and do its job for at least 8 minutes. So second step, this is where you want to scrape off that gel nail polish, but be extremely gentle. If it's nice and soaked through, you should have no pushback from the gel polish with the little scraper. As you can see in the video, I'm scraping it very, very easily, and it's not pushing back on me and not making me getting stuck on the nail polish. So please, if it is getting harder on you to scrape it off, soak your nails some more just to make sure you're not going to be so hard on your nails. You want to be as gentle as possible. So this next step is kind of optional. I went back in with the CND Awfully Fast remover just to make sure I removed everything, kind of cleaned off the nails, so now I can go in and buff and shape my nails. And I'm just using lint-free wipes also. I found them on Amazon. So now the next step, this is where you want to file and shape your nails and then buff your nails. So the first step, I'm going to shape my nails. Today I want to shape them a little bit more square instead of more oval. So to file and shape my nails, I'm using these Nav Suma Beauty files. And I got them on Amazon, fairly inexpensive, but they're really good quality. So I'm using the 180 grit to really file my nails to the size and shape that I want. And then with the 240, I'm going to finish off shaping my nails. So what I'm doing here, I'm taking the same brand. I'm taking the 100 and 180 grit. This one's really fine, and it's helping me buff my nail bed so it's not so shiny, it's more of a matte. And this will really help the base coat adhere really nicely to my nail beds, and it will make it last a lot longer. Just don't take it too much. As soon as you start seeing your nail beds turning matte, just stop right there and move on. And the last step before applying your base coat, color, and top coat, you want to make sure you take some rubbing alcohol on a lint-free pad, just like I'm using right here, the same ones from Amazon, and just make sure you clean your nail buds so there is no excess oils, no nail polish. You want to just make sure your nail buds are nice and clean and prepped for your base coat. The entire system that I'm using is the CND. I just love that it all works together, and the nail polish, the gel nail polish formula is the cleaner one that I found, so I'm really enjoying the colors, the base coat and the top coat. So the base coat is the CND, and the trick is to work in very thin layers. You don't want to goop it on like regular nail polish, and the beauty with gel nail polish or shellac is that it's nice and wet until you cure it. So you can really take your time, make sure you are only on your nail bed and not on your actual skin. So what I do is just take very thin coats, and then if I got anything on my skin, I make sure to go back in and clean it off before I cure it. And to cure the base coat, I'm using the CND UV lamp, and I'm pressing number 1. So for the color, I'm using the CND Shellac. This is their Power Polish in the color Cake Pop. Andre chose this color, and I really think it's really pretty. So the same thing, you want to work in very thin layers. If you work with thick layers like a regular nail polish, your overall result would be really thick. It's just not going to be as beautiful. So make sure you work with thin layers, and again, you can really take your time here because it's going to be nice and wet until you cure the gel polish. As you can see, I went back in with a little tool just to make sure I took off that extra gel polish off of my skin. I wasn't as careful. I'm just doing that before I cure it. And to cure the gel polish, I'm going to click on 2S for their shellac formula, which is about 60 seconds. I always do at least 2 coats, so I'm going back in with the same color cake pop and making sure I get a nice even second layer, and again, work in very thin layers. Don't rush, just take your time, really sit there and make sure you get it all nice and even. And of course, don't forget to cap the tops of your nails, the sides, and the tops if your fingernails are long. This will just ensure and help the nail polish last for as long as possible. And the reason why you also want to work in thinner layers, it'll also cure much better and more efficiently. So make sure you don't do such thick layers. And then once you're done with your color, cure it again on 2-3, which is 60 seconds. To finish off your gel nail polish, make sure you use a top coat. This is a CND Shellac. This is just a regular top coat. Again, work in thin layers, because it will cure much better and then it will just look much more beautiful in my opinion. Unless you like those thick looking gel nails, if that's what you're looking for, you can definitely use thicker, but then it's not going to cure as well. So make sure you just do every single nail and then obviously cap off the top of your nails and the sides to just seal everything together. And then to cure it, use the option number 3, and this will also be for 60 seconds. Now that all the nails are cured with the base coat, your nail color, and your top coat, you want to go back in with the alcohol and a lint-free pad to take off that sticky layer and basically clean it all off. And finally, the last step, make sure you rehydrate your cuticles. This one I think is one of the most important parts, just because you're using acetone before, you're buffing your nails, you're using alcohol. You wanna make sure you're rehydrating your nails and your cuticles. So I'm using the CND, their Solar Oil, Nail and Cuticle Oil. It's phenomenal, it works great, and there we have it. And here are the final results. I really love the gel polish at home system just because you can do it yourself. And I love this CND system. It's one of the cleaner ones on the market, especially for gel. There are so many crappy chemical ingredients in gel polish. So I wanna make sure I am being safe with my nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought and what are some of your favorite spring and summer nail polish colors. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.